Hello, we are group 2 from class R3E. And my name is Rahmali Nuraini. My friend is
Desi Putri Amalia.
and
Mehdi Rabisania Rahma.
so we're gonna explain about pragmatic semiotics and linguistic landscape in Iron Mall Tanjung Barat, linguistic data or public science. The first is sample 1 about caution, watch your step. 8. Pragmatics. In the context of a mall, the press caution watch your step primarily function as a directive speech act, as it instructs or advises the listener to be cautious and pay attention to their steps, effectively directing their behavior to avoid potential danger. It can also have a assertive function, as the word caution implies a potential hazard, I indirectly asserting the presence of a risk such as slippery floor or uneven step. However, it does is that it does not qualify as a commissive act, as it lacks any commitment or promise from the speaker. While its primary purpose is directive, it also conveys an implicit assertion about the environment condition.
And in semiotic, first denotation at the literal meaning the sign warns individuals to be careful and mindful of their footing to avoid tripping or falling. The praise is direct and instructive, and the visual elements it may feature bright color like yellow associated with caution and might include a pictogram of a person tripping or falling to visually reinforce the message. The second is connotation. The connotation extends beyond the literal meaning to convey deeper implication. The word caution, the connotation suggests a need for heightened awareness associating the environment with potential hazard like uneven surface or step. This implies a sense of alertness and readiness, evoking the idea of caution in the face of possible danger. B. The imperative watch your step. This carries the connotative implication of personal responsibility and safety in the context of a play area. It acknowledges not only the physical act of being careful, but also the playful yet potentially risk nature of the environment, highlighting the need for attentiveness in activity that may involve children and adults. See the yellow color. The color yellow has strong connotation of alertness, caution, and warning, commonly recognized as a signal for potential danger, further reinforcing the cautionary tone of the message. And three is myth. Safety is a shared responsibility. The facility provides warnings, and individuals are expected to take responsibility for their own safety once informed.
Okay, and the linguistic landscape is the caution which your step size exemplifies top-down communication implemented by the management of the play area to black scripted design by the management of play area to enhance safety and reduce accident risk. The distinctive yellow and black scripted design address to global safety standards while emphasizing emphasizing the management's commitment to providing a secure environment for visitors, especially children and families. In a space where distraction abound, the science acts as a behavioral nudge, promoting attentiveness to prevent trips or fall. The straightforward language and clear visual symbols ensure that message remains accessible to a wide audience, regardless of language proficiency or literacy levels. By visibly addressing potential hazard, management showcase accountability and care, thereby fostering trust and a sense of safety among guests.
Sample 2 is temporarily closed. Sorry for the inconvenience. So a pragmatic is the press temporarily closed. Sorry for the inconvenience. Inconvenience in a gym on the mall. Uh, the context is primarily function as an assertive speech act, as it conveys information about the gym current status, informing the listener that the gym is closed. If additional statement like we will reopen in 2 hours or we will notify you once we are open again were included, they will shift the egg to a commissive as they involve a commitment to future actions. However, the press itself does not include any directive element, as it does not ask the listener to do something. Therefore, it is mainly an assertive act with the possibility of commissive acts if further commitments are made.
And the semiotic, first denotation and the literal meaning the sign contains a clear message the gym is temporarily not available for use, accompanied by an apology for the disruption and an appearance. It is likely written in a professional font and placed in a visible location such as on the gym door or entrance. 2. Connotation. The connotation extends beyond the literal meaning to convey deeper implication. A. Temporarily closed. This convey a connotation of disruption or inaccessibility, but the use of temporarily suggests that the closure is not permanent, implying a sense of hope or resolution for gym goers. It evokes the idea of an eventual return to normalcy. Be sorry for the inconvenience. This phrase had a polite and empathic tone, softening the frustration or disappointment of the gym goers. It conveys a sense of empathy and the gym desire to maintain a positive relationship, acknowledging the inconvenience without assigning blame. And 3. Myth. A design reflect modern societal values of professionalism, politeness, and customer care, even in situations where services are disrupted. This is into the myth of customer satisfaction and professionalism, where business are expected to uphold high standard of politeness and care even during disruption. It reflects the culture belief that service should remain respectful and considerate of customer needs, maintaining professionalism despite setbacks.
Okay, and the linguistic landscape of the sign represent top-down communication from gym management, informing patrons of the facility temporary availability. The signage embodies authority-driven messaging to ensure clarity and maintain order. The formal language and apologetic tones are very inconvenience, reflect professionalism and a commitment to customer care, ensuring patrons feel respect and informed. By promoting transparency, the notice helps sustain trust between the gym and its members, recognizing the disruption while seeking to minimize dissatisfaction. The use of English, a widely understood language in urban areas, aims to reach a diverse audience, including international visitors. In a gym context, such signs affect customer routines and expectations, raising patrons about the temporary nature of the closure and emphasizing the gym is commitment to health and wellness.
Next sample is no smoking and flame sensor are installed. When they detected fire, they give a loud warning. A pragmatics is the press no smoking in a mall toilet context functions primarily as a directive act, instructing the listener to refrain from smoking at a mine to control behavior. It is not an assertive act as it does not describe a state of affairs. A repressed version like smoking is prohibited in the toilet would be more assertive. It also does not qualify as a commissive act since it does not involve a commitment to future action. Thus, no smoking serves solely as a directive act intending to regulate behavior. The step of flame sensor are installed. When they detect fire, they give a loud warning is primarily as assertive act providing factual information about the flame sensor presence and function. It does not act as a directive as it does not instruct the listener to take action. Nor is it a commissive act as the speaker makes no commitment to future actions. Therefore, the statement serves as an assertive, overt information without requesting action or commitments.
And semiotic, the first denotation and the literal meaning, the sign dilarang merokok, no smoking, is a direct prohibition against smoking in a designated area, and visual elements. The dilarang merokok, no smoking sign often features a red circle with a diagonal line across a cigarette symbol universally recognizable. And the literal meaning, the sign dilarang menyalakan api karena akan memicu sensor mall. Flame sensor are installed when they detect fire. They give a loud warning. It's a warning to avoid lightening a fire because flame sensor will detect it and trigger a loud alarm system. And visual elements. The flame-related warning might include a flame icon or a sensor symbol, combined with red or yellow for caution. 2. Connotation, dilarang merokok, no smoking. The first A, smoking is framed as a prohibited and harmful activity in this space, reflecting health and safety priorities. This connotes health and safety concerns, emphasizing the harmful effect of smoking in enclosed space and aligning with a societal value of protecting well-being. Dilarang menyalakan api karena akan memicu sensor MOL. Flame sensors are installed when they detect fire. They give a loud warning. A. The warning emphasizes fire safety and the sensitivity or modern fire detection system. This connotes a sense of modernity and reliability, highlighting the advanced nature of safety measures and the importance of fire prevention in today's world. And 3 is myth. A. No smoking. This reflects the myth of health-conscious environments where the collective well-being of the public takes precedence over individual behavior like smoking. It embodies the belief that public space should be free from harmful habits to ensure the health of all visitors. B. Fire warning. This represents the myth of technological reliability, where advanced technologies like flame sensor are trusted to efficiently detect and prevent risks. It reflects a belief in modern safety systems that can accurately and effectively manage potential hazards.
And the linguistic concepts of the sign in the image can be analyzed through top-down and bottom-up processing, considering their sociocultural implication in a mall. Top-down processing interprets information based on existing knowledge and context, using universally recognized prohibition symbols, a cigarette with smoke and a flame within a red circle with a diagonal line to indicate restriction. The bilingual text dilarang merokok or no smoking and dilarang menyalakan api enhance clarity for locals and international visitors. In contrast, bottom-up processing focus on sensory cues with bold red circles, diagonal lines, and contrasting colors, red, blue, and black, emphasizing prohibition and facilitating understanding of the warning. From a sociocultural perspective, the signs prioritize public safety and fire prevention in shared space. The dual language format fosters inclusivity and sharing, effective communication with diverse audience, and additionally, references to flame sensors and loud alarm underscore the seriousness of the warning, aligning with cultural values and safety regulation.
Next is evacuation route. Pragmatics is the first. Evacuation route in the mall context can be analyzed using speech act theory. The press can be analyzed through speak act theory as primarily an assertive act, as it provides information about the existence and purpose, designate the designated path for evacuation, describing the state of the environment in the terms of safety measures. It can also function as a directive act when used to instruct or guide individuals to follow designated path in case of an emergency. However, it does not involve a commissive act, as the speaker does not make a commitment to specific action, but simply informs or directs the listener.
In semiotic, first denotation and the literal meaning the sign is green-white, a white pictogram of a person walking through a doorway, accompanied by an arrow pointing left. The text reads jalur evakuasi or evacuation route function. It serves as a directional guide indicating the way to an emergency evacuation route. The second is connotation. A. The green color connotes safety, calmness, and permitted action, often linked with emergency exit, signaling safety and encouraging action. B. The pictogram of a person walking connotes urgency and movement, suggesting that the viewer should act quickly and head toward safety. C. The arrow connotes directionality and guidance, directing the viewer to move in a specific direction, left, and guiding them towards safety. And 3. Myth. A. The sign reinforces the culture myth of preparedness and safety in a public space. This reflects the myth of safety and care for humans, where society believes in the importance of being prepared for emergencies and ensuring the well-being of individuals of public space.
Linguistic landscape of the sign is issued by authorized like building management or government agencies to ensure safety and compliance. It features two languages, Indonesian Jalur Evakuasi and English Evacuation Route, promoting cultural sensitivity for both local residents and international visitors at Ion Mall Tanjung Barat. The use of green, a universally recognized safety color, along with a clear icon, facilitates comprehension across diverse linguistic and cultural backgrounds. These signs underscores the importance of public safety and preparedness, reinforcing trust in the facility's management and demonstrating advances to local and international building codes, thereby committing to global safety standards, crucial for commercial space like malls.
Next is please do not touch. Sample for display only. Pragmatics is the press. Please do not touch. Simple for display only can be analyzed from speech act theory. The directive, please do not touch, requests that the listener refrain from touching, influencing their behavior. In contrast, sample for display only serve as an assertive act, conveying that the symbols are intended for display and not handling. The press-like commissive act as it does not involve a commitment to future action. Therefore, it combines an directive and unassertive but contains no commissive.
In semiotic, first the notation and the literal meaning, the sign convey a clear instruction that the item is not to be touched and is for display purpose only. And physical placement likely display near fragile or valuable item in a retail setting, such as a boutique or lifestyle store, ensuring the item remain intact and visually appealing. The second is connotation. A. Please do not touch. Connote that the item is fragile, special, or aesthetically significant, creating a sense of exclusivity and respect for the product. B. Sample for display only connotes that the item is not for practical use but serves to showcase its design, function, or appearance, highlighting its role as representation of a large collection of product line. C. The polite tone of please connotes professionalism and customer respect, reinforcing the store brand identity as attentive and characters. The three is myth, a retail myth of exclusive. This reflects the myth of exclusive, where certain items are presented as too special or unique to be handled, reinforcing the cultural notion that luxury and unique are central to consumer desire.
Okay, and the last linguistic landscape in the image can be analyzed through top-down and bottom-up processing, along with its socio-cultural implication. Top-down processing involves interpreting information based on prior knowledge and context. The signs is design, featuring or prohibition symbols, and distress phase utilize common visual language associated with restriction, allowing viewers to grasp the no touching message quickly. The design is effective globally as such symbols are standardized for public safety. Conversely, bottom-up processing starts with sensory input, such as shapes and colors, to derive meaning. The bright orange background captures attention, while the cartoonish face reinforces the idea of avoiding touch. Even those unfamiliar with the prohibition symbols can perceive a sense of prescription through its emotional expression. The science sociocultural implications are significant if use of universally recognized symbols and the press do not touch and hence its effectiveness in multicultural environments where clear communication is crucial. It reflects cultural values of respecting shared space and property, highlighting the importance of preserving the integrity of display items.
So the conclusion is this study analyzed linguistic science at Ion Mall Tanjung Barat from pragmatic, semiotics, and linguistic landscape perspective. The findings indicate that public sign fulfills various communicative functions, including directives, information dissemination, and cultural representation, utilizing speech, act theory, and cultural linguistic landscape framework. The research emphasized the relationship between language, culture, and authority in commercial setting. It highlights the importance of sign for safety, branding, and inclusivity, reflecting corporate strategies and societal norms. This exploration enhances understanding of how linguistic elements influence urban speech and enable effective communication in diverse environments.
Okay, I think it's the word from us. Thank you for paying attention and bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.